So, why is complexity so darn seductive? Is it because of the way that we were trained in university? You know, you get your diploma, and then you get your master's, and then you get your PhD, and so on and so forth. And so we add more complexity in order to be an achiever or to be successful. The truth is, the secret to massive business success, especially as a coach or consultant, is simplicity. And what usually happens that lets complexity find its way in it is a little gasp of self-doubt, where we think, oh, maybe I'm not doing enough. Maybe that additional program or that additional layer of technology or that additional whatever to my business is what's going to give me that edge. And so in that little gasp of self-doubt, we let the complexity in. We get seduced by it. Because, well, the more things you do, the safer you are, right? The more you're insulated from what could potentially go wrong. The truth is, complexity leaves you wide open for things to go wrong because you create so many moving pieces. You have so many layers that you need to be paying attention to. And if something goes wrong, it could take a while before you actually recognize that there's an issue. Every time one of my companies has hit a roadblock, I've taken a step back and looked at, what was the thing that got that company started? What was I doing when I had to be scrappy? Because I didn't have enough time to get all the things done. I didn't have time to train up team members. So I needed to be very, very scrappy with every move that I made. And when you're first building a company, you are scrappy. You are simple because you have to be. You haven't had things rolling for long enough to actually be seduced by that complexity and bring that in. But once things start going well, that's when we start going, oh, well, maybe I'll be more successful. Maybe I'll feel better about what I'm doing if I'm more complex. And all it does is bring headaches. It brings extra cost, not only financial cost, but the mental and emotional cost. And if you can think about when your company was simple, especially in those scrappy times, compared to where it is now, where it's complex, is there a difference in your energy, in your ability to think creatively, in your ability to bring new concepts in? Or have you been clouded by the complexity? Simplicity is the edge. And if you can allow yourself to take a look at your business and be ruthless, truly ruthless about cutting away anything that doesn't belong, about burning away anything that isn't absolutely necessary to get the success that you want, that isn't necessary for your team to be doing to get the success that you want, that isn't necessary for your clients to be doing to get the success that you want. That's where you're going to be able to get down to that essential 5% that is going to make it easiest to scale your company. Simple makes it easy. Complex makes it hard. So I challenge you to take a look at your history and see where you've had those gasps of self-doubt, where you have been seduced and let the complexity in. And compare those moments to when you had that simplest, maybe when you were having to be as gritty as you had to be to get your company started, and compare how you felt in those two situations. Because it's interesting, when I have people visualize what their dream life looked like, what it would be like to have the company that they want, the income that they want, to be working the hours that they want, to have the clients that they want, to be creating those outcomes that they want, to be effective in what they want. None of them are describing it as, well, I have this amazingly complex life. They describe it as being easy, as being simple, as being foundational, as being in the flow, where they feel like they are in control of the situation. Not controlling it, but they understand what is going on such that they don't wake up at night. They don't have anxiety. They aren't feeling angry because something went wrong. All these emotions that we associate with complexity have disappeared when they're visualizing what that dream life would look like. So that tells you a lot about why simplicity is the way to go. So visualize for yourself. What does your dream life look like? And then pay attention to what are those things what are those emotions you would use to describe it? What are those descriptors in general that you would use to tell someone what that dream life actually feels like? And I bet you simplicity is a big part of that. Now, if you are wanting to really dig into your business and figure out what belongs and what doesn't, what is working and what isn't, and be able to burn it down to the simplest version of it so that your company is not only simple, it's also effective and predictable for you and for your clients, make sure you join my intensive this Thursday. It is going to be an awesome half day where we really dig in. I'm going to ask you some questions that you're not going to like very much, but they are going to be questions that once you see the answer for yourself, you're not going to be able to unsee it, and you're not going to be able to stop yourself from taking action because it will be so obvious that this is exactly what you need to be doing. So make sure, again, the link is in the copy. Get yourself registered, and I will see you Thursday, where I will teach you the Arsonist Blueprint so you can burn away everything that is complex so that you can be fully in control of your business, fully living in your genius in the work that you're doing, and creating massive